Other people's money. How can you win, benefit, gain access to opium from opium?
Well, number one, you gotta hang around people that got money. So you need to look at your five closest friends. You are the sum total of your five closest friends. So if your five closest friends ain't got no money, you ain't gonna have money.
Sweet motherfucker.
We on. I just want to do. I feel. Oh shit. Episode 13.
I'm glad that you hear it from other people, because when I say things, you look at me like it's unbelievable, or what do you mean, Jazz, or you should be Jazz.
You don't say it.
That doesn't mean it doesn't be received. I know that's because you want to hear it differently because of who I am to you. That's the same thing she just said.
But you gotta look at it like this too, Jasmine. I had to understand my position in this world. The majority of the time, I am just the seed planter. I might not get the credit for it. I may never watch it grow. I may never see it do whatever. I know for me, I am sometimes, the majority of the time, the one to just plant the seed. Somebody else gonna come along and get all the credit. And you're gonna be sitting back like, man, I've been telling you this for 30 years. But the thing is, I know how you feel.
I don't want the credit. I just want people to be better.
Exactly.
And to look at it in a different way other than what they've been told or what they've been taught, because there are other ways. And, well, I know this, but how do you know it though? Like, honestly, how do you know it? Because it's something you've been taught, right? Mm-hmm. You didn't take the time to, wander off or journey elsewhere to see maybe it might work, but not in the same way. You see what I'm saying? And that's why when people say things to other people and I'll be around, I just sit and smile, because I'll be like, that's cool. I get it though. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I don't know what I was put here for, but I do know that I do help sometimes. Like I have students but I worked at Vanderbilt, and what the vice president, like the president of the student body, graduated this year, and he just was like, you were a role model. And I'm like, a role model? Me? Like, I actually said, me? A role model? Yeah, right. And I blew it off, and I was just like, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you're going to do or where you're going next, but to graduate, that's wonderful. You know, like a role model? Yeah, a role model.
But you are.
It's just experience.
We have different roles, and you got to look at it like that. Like, we all have different roles to play in different people's lives.
Yeah.
And we don't really get to choose the role that we play. They choose that for us.
Yeah, that's the part that sucks.
Like, you may think you are being, this person, this type of person to this particular person, but to them you may just be that little bit of motivation that they need. Like me, I know for my on paper, my title to my clients is I'm their nutrition coach. But sometimes I'm their therapist because they just need somebody to talk to. Sometimes I'm their prayer warrior because they need somebody to pray with them, to stand in the gap for them because they can't pray that day. Sometimes I'm their teacher. Sometimes I'm their sister. So it's just things like that. You never know what you are, what role you play. As long as you continue to be on that good side of things and don't journey to what you were before.
I like that, because some people are scared. Like, they don't want to step up to the role that they have been presented. You know what I'm saying? And people like you can honestly just put it out there and be like, nah, this is what I was here for right now anyways. And so either you're going to take it, but here it is. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I respect it. Like I just told you, I love people like you because there are good people in the world. It's very few. It's very few. And that's messed up because, like you said, social media and everything else has migrated their brain and the way of thinking and the way of life that it should be this way. And it's like, no, you can go this way, right?
You don't
everybody,
have to do
it ain't
that.
gonna, you see that line? I'm just I hate I'm so impatient, and that's why I know I'm gonna always find a different route, because me being, it might not be a good thing, because sometimes it
can be a great thing, because the thing is, you being impatient doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have patience.
Right.
It just means that, can we not do it a faster
That's
way?
all I'm trying to ask. like,
is there
I
not
know that-
another
I know
way?
that there has to be another
Like,
way.
is it not
Yeah.
another way? Like,
Yeah.
can it not
I
be
know
done
I can't
this
be the only
way?
one that thinks like this.
Yeah, I don't think that's you saying that you don't have patience. That's just you thinking outside the box. Like, you do know you don't really gotta take that route. Like,
Right.
you can like go down here and make a right.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
if you know, add on an extra this, you could probably
just a
get it
little
done
bit.
a little bit
Just a
faster.
little
Or
bit.
if you know, take away that, you could probably get there. So it's not so much that you're impatient. I think you just you're open to alternative thought, and it's about your perspective. Everything is about your perspective. It's how you view things. Because are you a glass half full person or are you a glass half empty? Like, I never want my kids to be a glass half empty. I want them to always drink from a glass that's half full. And one of my favorite, like I listen to a lot of personal development, and some things that I said earlier, I want to give credit to those people because those were not my words. It's just words that I retained and words that I wrote down, so I can now repeat them for somebody else. But like Eric Thomas is one of my favorite motivational speakers to listen to. Les Brown, Dr. Miles Monroe, who else? Jim Rohn. Hats off to Jim Rohn. Mark Hughes. Man, it's so many different people I like to listen to that really help me get to where I'm going. But one of the things Les Brown always talks about is that you gotta live full and die empty. You wanna know where all the greatest dreams are? In the cemetery. The best dreams, the best inventions, the best everything is in the cemetery. There's no amount of dreams, goals in this world still living than there are in the cemetery. Because people went to sleep. They died afraid to do what it is they were put on this earth to do because it don't feel right or it don't look right. Or, you know, some people might not agree with me. I'm gonna lose some friends. Or,
Did you ever feel like that?
I feel like that right now because there's a whole lot of stuff I want to talk about, but I have to tread lightly on because I know it's gonna make me disconnect with certain people who still need to hear the me, the right now me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the right now me out the way and build upon what I'm doing right now, so people can understand. Like, oh, okay, I see the progression. I see how you arrive to the thought that you think. I'm not your average black female in the United States of America in 2021. I think totally different than the average black female in 2021. So I have to be careful, not careful. I'm following God's direction on what I say and how I say it, who I say it to. Because everybody's not, they're not ready
To receive.
to receive it. Not even receive it, they ain't ready to hear it.
Yeah.
Because you can choose to receive it or not. They not ready to hear it from me. Because the Stephanie they knew last year, the year before that, was just talking. She didn't really like play out what she said. She just was all talk. So now I gotta make people out of believe and be like, oh, okay, you're right, I was just all talk, but now I'm gonna show you. So now when I show you, because I see people live by what they need to see.
Yeah.
So now that I show you how I went from 1 to 100, now you're gonna believe you're gonna believe me more, but it ain't even me I want you to believe in. I'm just a physical representation of who you really need to be believing in.
I always ask people, would you rather be deaf or blind?
Man, that's a hard question right there.
Cause could you, if just by me telling you that is that, would you believe me or did you have to see it? Cause you trust me, right?
I really did.
Why?
I'd rather live the rest of what I got.
You still can see the shit though.
Right.
That's even more traumatizing. That's why I got PTSD now.
I really.
You
I
really think about it though.
think
You
that-
really ready? You really ready to see some shit? Just
Yeah.
you get to see everything uncensored.
I don't want. Yeah. If I had a choice.
Regardless if you see it forehand with your eyes in your brain, you still get to see every death, every killing, every stabbing, every rape, everything, every baby getting their neck broke. You rather see everything.
I'd rather see.
You're a brave man. Take that shit away.
I don't know. My daddy always told me, I don't know is a great response. Because if you say anything other than that, you're telling a lie. I just don't know.
But what if you just say you don't know because you don't answer the question?
You're not necessarily saying a lot.
Yeah, because if you say to me, I don't know is a great question.
I don't
Great
like that
answer.
For me,
response.
it's a great answer. Man, I like it.
No, I'm just saying. I get it. I get what
But-
you're saying.
I don't know. I'm being because
If I had
I'm being
to-
honest to myself.
Yeah.
My honesty ain't to you.
True.
My honesty is to myself. So I really don't know.
No.
I don't know which one I would want to be. I mean, is there a third option?
It's just I always wonder because you have to really trust somebody either way. Either way, you have to really trust
Either way, you
somebody.
gotta trust somebody.
And that it doesn't let me know what type of person you are, but that's how I kind of read people sometimes.
I mean, if I had to choose, I probably would want to be blind.
So you would rather not see and hear for the rest?
Yeah, because guess what? Now I'm going to be able to make up in my mind.
Exactly. What shit is.
I may hear the water dripping, but
your mind is a powerful
I
thing.
don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want to see a whole lot.
Chris, what you going with?
I'd rather be deaf. I'd rather just read lyrics, read in my head.
But you know,
I
all
understand.
that has to do with how you were loved as a kid. Your love language.
What's yours?
Mine is words of affirmation. Words of
Time out.
affirmation.
Mine's is
and,
quality
and
time.
quality time.
And I
Quality
need it.
time
Hit a
is
break. Please hit a break.
Like you ain't took the test?
Let's slow down for a minute.
Yeah.
So what is love language?
Break it
You
down
gotta
to him.
read- you gotta
Break it
read.
down to him
What
without
is love language?
so he'll understand. Like I ain't saying that by far, but I don't think men really give a damn.
No, I took a few of those tests.
What was yours?
Wait, take a minute.
Google. If I can remember,
Because you look
You
like
don't. You don't even have to remember the answers. Think back.
You should know.
Think back
without
how you
without
received-
Google.
How do you receive?
Love,
How do you
like,
receive
you know
love?
Yeah.
How did you receive love growing
That's just
up?
listen.
That's how you know your love language.
That's how you.
Whenever
explain it,
love
basically.
came, I accepted.
No.
No, I'm saying like how did I receive it? I accepted.
Cool. Okay.
No, like how do you want it?
How do you want somebody to love you?
Yeah, basically. Like
What
how do they show it to you?
What makes you the happiest if you're dating somebody? What makes you the happiest? If they buy you something, if they tell you they love you,
They spend
Yeah,
time.
words.
spend time with
Yeah,
you.
time and words. That's it.
then that's words of
Yeah.
affirmation
Yeah.
and quality time.
I know it was like
Yeah,
in
you
the
look
order
like
or
a quality
something.
time
Yeah.
type guy. I'm gonna be
And,
honest with you.
and it's all based on how your parents love
The test
you.
is gonna take you a couple about 5 minutes.
Yeah, about 5 minutes. But it's all
If you
based
really want
on,
to take it.
It's all
I've never
based
heard of
on,
it, so yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
I'm
all,
gonna pull it up for you.
I had about 20 different women telling me to take that test.
Yeah.
So is it accurate?
oh, it's accurate to a T because you're gonna answer
You
the
should
questions.
know. Yeah.
But this how you understand. It's all based on how whoever raised you, how they showed you love.
Okay, pause. Is horoscopes accurate?
I mean, I don't get into all that.
Me
but I'm
neither.
not
So
saying.
is
I'm
there
not saying.
anything
But
like that?
Nah.
Okay.
Now horoscopes is for people who got excuses.
I will say
You
this.
can use it that way.
It's a truth in everything.
Yeah.
It's a little truth in everything.
Like you said,
That don't
depending on
mean
what
the
you
full-
believe.
It depends on what you believe. It's you whatever.
Love for language.
Listen, we believe. Truth is whatever we believe.
Yeah.
I can still
That's
tell
it.
you
Yeah.
that your shirt is black, but if you believe that it's blue,
Mhm.
you don't care that I'm telling you that it's black. You don't care if I say E. Your shirt look just
Right.
like the table,
You're right.
and you still gonna go along and say, nah, Steph, it's blue,
Mhm.
because that's what you believe it is. So it don't matter if somebody tell you the truth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're
It's
right.
what you believe.
That's why I don't choose to argue with people half the time. They just be like, you gonna what's that old saying? You gonna believe what you
You
want to
gonna believe
believe
what you want to
anyways.
believe.
Yeah.
That's,
It don't even
that's
matter.
cognitive dishonest. When you know good and doggone well.
That's it.
We'll say that for
Yeah,
another.
please. Just say it one time. I just want to hear it.
Cognitive dishonest.
Yeah, y'all got that. Yeah. All right, people behind the camera watching this. Y'all are what is it?
Cognitive
Yeah.
dishonest.
What do you mean?
DISSO.
Yeah, right.
We'll say that for another time.
No, Steph. Golly, this is, I want to reference this one. Before we went to commercial, OPM,
OPM.
not OPP, as Jazz was trying to say.
You know me.
Other
I ain't down with
people's
that.
money.
OPM.
How can you win, benefit, gain access to OPM, from OPM?
Well, number one,
Mhm.
you gotta hang around people that got money. So you need to look at your five closest friends. You are the sum total of your five closest friends. So if your five closest friends ain't got no money, you ain't gonna have money. So if you wanna be around winners, you got to at least add one winner to the group.
That's where it starts.
That's where it starts. You gotta get around the people that got, and I'm not saying the ones who show you they got money. I ain't talking about the ones who wearing all these fancy clothes and fancy cars. I'm talking about people who got some real money. They gonna teach you how to leverage other people's money. Crowdfunding. It is so many different ways. GoFundMe is OPM.
Yeah.
Other people's
In the flesh.
using somebody else's money to invest in your dreams and your goals.
Say you're talking to somebody who is never worked.
Never worked.
Never worked.
Okay.
How can they use OPM?
Oh, they do. Oh, that's what they doing.
Well, first of all, you gotta have a good business plan. You gotta have a good business plan. You gotta have somebody that's gonna believe in you. It all starts with a belief. Your business plan can still be crappy, but if you got somebody that believes in you, that want to see you flourish, they gonna give you their money. The drug dealer fronts the dope every week.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he believes you're going to get the rocks off.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's
It's
what hustlers do.
That's
the
what
whole
hustlers do
time.
all day. It's a belief in you.
Say that hustler don't want to hustle no more, but don't have the.
When you take the same, when I tell you, that's why I be, man, what I do, what I be trying to tell people, man. You trying to clean up what you used to do, but you still got that mentality of, I can make people believe me. First of all, you gotta have something for them to believe into that ain't fake or phony. Then you gotta be able to live with what they believe in, so the belief can continue to circle around, and the belief can grow. And then you just take your same mentality that you had from the streets, and then you get everybody to believe in you.
Okay.
And to believe in themselves and to believe in the process. But it's got to be something that's authentic and it makes sense, first of all. Because I can't be believing in your dreams of wanting to still hustle somebody out of out of something.
Okay.
And it's got to be an exchange of value. You want me to believe in you, well, we got to exchange some sort of value.
I have nothing but what I have.
But you probably smart than a mother. You probably able to relay what I want to happen to somebody else because they're gonna listen to you versus they're gonna listen to me. I got the money, I got the cash flow, but I don't have the mouthpiece.
Okay.
It's like a songwriter.
Right. You writing, but I'm rapping.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right.
Okay, I found that. Now, what's next? What's my next step?
Now you got to get some legal stuff going on. Now we got to get some paperwork going on to figure out how this gonna work.
People always skip over the paperwork.
How we gonna get this thing set up? Who gonna owe who? How much am I gonna owe you? Where we gonna go? What is it gonna look like after year one? Contracts. Are we gonna? I don't care how cool we are. We got, if it ain't in writing, it's not happening.
That is the underlining to all arguments. Is there wasn't no contract, wasn't no this. I watch like court TV at home because I just be bored and like it'd be crazy. Like if all you had was a contract, all of this would be settled. We wouldn't even
be here.
That's the first thing they ask for. Let me see the paperwork.
I don't care who you are. Me and my husband have a corporation. You hear me? We still have an operating agreement. It's my husband.
Why?
What you mean?
Because I need to know if anything goes south.
Yeah.
I got it on paper that this is what we said was gonna happen.
Yeah. People get spiteful.
Always. Me and my husband still have an operating agreement. We're co-owners into this company. We both co-own our corporation. We still have a legal documents to say this is what's gonna happen if this happens. This is what's gonna happen if that happens.
His word is good.
It's like insurance.
Just.
It ain't got nothing to do with his word. It ain't have nothing to do with that. It's just legally that's how it is. That, like if in a divorce, not saying that's what's gonna happen,
No,
but in a
yeah.
divorce, what if it's a multi-million-dollar company? How we gonna split this up? Because I need me. What you saying?
And my word, I'm gonna say that ain't what we said.
You damn right, because we over with. I done caught you cheating.
Now you gonna
That's not right.
Now you gonna
No, but that's how it goes.
That's not
what they
right.
got the paper for.
But now you
No,
gonna. First of all, let me
Okay,
tell you.
well, yeah, that's what I paid for.
I'm just saying it happens. See?
Let's
It just,
break
I'm
it
just saying
down.
it happens.
Okay.
Let's break it down to
Okay.
something that ain't even got nothing to do with money.
Go ahead.
Marriage is a contract.
Yeah, there you go. Look at
It's
your
a
contract,
business.
Chris.
Hey, it's a
Look at your
business.
Marriage is a
contract, Chris.
business. I love you, but it's a business. It's a contract.
Hold on. This one question. This might be off the subject, but it's not. Why is it that your spouse can't testify against you, but your kids can?
Your spouse can testify against you if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they
In the court of law.
can.
In the court of
No,
law.
yes, they can.
No.
It depends on the
I
circumstances.
kill somebody for whatever. My wife cannot.
Yes, your spouse can testify against you
If they get subpoenaed, right?
If she want, they can. You gotta plead the fifth.
No.
Okay, well anyway.
They're not even. No. It won't even get that far.
Listen, let me tell you this, Detroit.
Go ahead.
You knew it.
I just wanted to ask
No,
you
no,
a
no, no,
question.
no, 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 no. You can do whatever you want. That's true. But
Who
and-
told you a spouse can't testify against
I
you in
mean,
court?
all the time.
Listen,
no, Google. That's a law. I didn't make it up.
I'm telling you, in certain circumstances, your spouse can't testify against you, especially if your spouse don't want to incriminate themselves. They gonna give you up so they don't have to go to jail.
No, no.
Well, I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm here to help people. I could be.
I just
wrong.
wanted to, hey, listen, I ain't want to get off subject. I just wanted to know, because we was talking about spouses, so
I don't know. I could be wrong. At
I've
the end
always
of the
just
day,
wanted
just
to
don't
know.
kill nobody, so your spouse ain't got to get up there and say good or bad things about you.
But back on track to where we was at.
Opium.
Yeah, I mean, I think contracts are necessary, so.
They're
That's
very
just
much,
me. I
they're
don't
very
care who
much
you are.
necessary.
If money is involved or something
Oh.
of value, contract is
Consideration.
especially necessary.
Anything, like you said, of value. Contracts have to have certain components to it.
Mm.
There's got to be some type of consideration for the contract. I can tell you, hey, Eric, I want you to sign this contract. For what? We may be getting ready to go into a business deal. What's the consideration? The consideration could be, you gonna owe me X amount of dollars, or I'm gonna do X amount of favors for you. But if it's just, we're going into business, sign this contract, but there's no value added to it, it's not a contract. That's just us writing words on paper. But there has to be some sort of value.
So
In
you
that
saying,
contract.
you just said, are you telling me a contract has to involve money?
No,
No.
consideration. It has to have some sort of value. Consideration could be anything.
Anything?
It could be a house, it could be a car, it could be, you gonna do 100 push-ups for me. What are we considering here? What's the basis of, what's the exchange? Why am I,
Yeah.
what am I giving up
What's the
for you to
contract
get?
for? Like, what are we doing? What's the contract for?
That makes a contract a contract.
I know you're a guy, so most guys like I got my word, like, but yeah, but still,
Oh no,
when
fuck
it
that
comes
shit.
to money, most people want
Nah,
the
I
money
like
instead of the
contracts.
word. I'll be honest with you. Most people want the money instead of the word, and I hate money because it fucks up everything. But you need it.
Money's not a bad thing. Money's a great thing. It's the love of it that makes it bad.
Yeah, that can, okay, I take that.
It's the love of it that makes it evil.
Yeah,
Money's amazing.
because love will make
Money
you
is
do
right
some,
up there
Because
with-
love will make you do some.
Love is a drug. Do you believe that? Love is a drug.
Mm.
The love of love is a drug.
So what?
The love of love is a drug. The love of needing to be
Are
loved.
you
The
saying-
love of wanting to be loved.
Is
Same
that the same
difference.
thing?
Same
No,
difference.
that ain't the same thing.
Same difference.
No, love is not a drug. God is not a drug.
Yeah.
God don't love you because he on drugs. You don't love God because you drugged up. Or you're not overdosed on love.
I see what she's saying.
I do too. But that ain't what that. I
Yeah, but
get
you-
it.
but yeah,
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 I get it.
yeah,
No, I
It's
get
the
it.
love.
No, I get
It's
it.
the
No, I
love
get
of
it.
needing to be loved.
That, yeah.
It's the love of wanting
Once
to
you-
be loved.
Once you
God.
break it down and roll it up.
Take God out of it.
Yeah.
I will never take God.
She's
out.
not. No, she's not. I knew that wasn't even up for question. I don't know. I get it. No, I get it. I get.
Okay.
I get it. Both. No. I get both sides. I do. I completely.
But I
get
did.
what you're saying.
I gave you 2 instances. I gave you God. Well, I'd say your wife. If you in love with her, are you in love with her because of you love her? Or are you in love with her because it's an addiction? Because you feel like you need to be in love with somebody. The only way you're gonna be in love with something is if you love yourself.
Well, that's where it starts.
And the only way you learn to love yourself, you gotta be grounded. You gotta know whose you are, where you going, why you're here, what you can do. Like all these questions have to be answered before you can love yourself in order to love somebody else.
I don't need this. You put this motherfucker up. I don't need this fucking book. Steph, hit the rock, please.
Yeah.
You the truth.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
That's some nice mind exercise.
Thank
I
you.
like that.
I love you. I love to talk, so that's never an issue. But it's just making sure you're talking the right stuff and you're doing the right stuff. Man, I'm here as a living witness to say, man, I ain't always got it right. And I haven't always lived a great life. I've hurt a lot of people. I've hurt a lot of people.
Not intentional.
I know a lot. Yeah, a lot of it was intentional. But it wasn't because I was just out there just like, I'ma hurt you, I'ma hurt you. Because I ain't love myself. So it was over reflection of me onto what I was doing to other
But
people.
was it a reaction?
A lot of it is reactive, but I'm reacting to me not loving myself.
Not because they did something.
No, I mean, some of it is because they did something, but that's like me saying, Eric, you're a woman. You gonna be like, in your mind, you're like, ain't no woman, that don't bother me. But if I say, Eric, you a dumb, stupid, ignorant man, that's gonna bother you. Only if deep down inside you feel like you're a dumb, stupid, ignorant man. But if you don't feel like you're a dumb, stupid, ignorant man, it ain't gonna bother you. So when I tell people say things to you, and it bothers you, it's because deep down inside,
You don't know.
you feel that way a little
Ooh,
bit.
they ain't ready for that. People
Or
ain't strong
is that
enough
a
for
truth?
They ain't
Oh,
strong-
that's a
they ain't-
truth. Because
they
if
ain't
I
strong
tell you,
enough
Eric,
for that.
you're a turtle, you know you ain't no turtle. But if I be like, you worthless, you're a worthless piece of crap. If that bothers you,
That make me laugh. I'm gonna make you
if
mad.
that
but
bothers
you're not
you, deep down inside, somewhere I touched a nerve where at some point in your life you felt like you was a worthless piece of crap. And now you got two ways to respond. You gonna laugh, or you gonna be like, how dare you call me a worthless piece of crap?
They ain't strong enough for that though.
That was me though.
Yeah, gotta get there.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get there though. You gotta be willing to go
And
there.
it's still, preparation and healing don't happen separately.
Nah, it take a long time.
No, not even long. It has to happen at the same time. And when you're working on yourself, it's three things you have to be. That has to be They have to work at the same time. Mind, body, and soul. You have to improve on them simultaneously. They are working together. You don't just work on your mind. You know, I'm gonna get to my body next. I'm gonna get to my soul after that. No, all three of them have to be perfected and healed.
You get deep, boy. I'm
They
trying
gotta
to
be
tell you.
perfected and healed
You
at the
get
same
deep,
time.
boy.
Simultaneously. That's why I wake up and do 30 minutes of
Yeah.
personal development. That's why I wake up and make my choices on what I'm gonna eat. That's why I wake up and worship my God,
Yeah.
because that is me working on myself. I'm preparing and I'm healing at the same time.
I did a hiatus for about a year and a half. People always wonder why. I don't want nothing from you. That's what we finna do. I gotta leave. I finna go home because I don't want like don't entice me. Don't do nothing. I want to go home. And it was, you know how hard it is
I know that's
to be
hard.
like, nah, I'm a fat kid. That's Kate. You see what I'm saying?
That was your case.
That's Kate. You feel me? But I walked away.
Steph,
You too.
we got to have you back.
I love to come back. I love to talk, man, but I gotta make sure I'm talking what's right and what the people need to
Give me your Instagram.
Oh yeah,
information. and stuff.
IG is Fly and Fit by Steph.
Mhm.
FLY, Fly and Fit by Steph, and my Facebook is Stephanie Dyer, DYER. Holla at me.
You say you got a book coming out, or is it already out? I heard something like with a book.
No, I don't have a
Just
book, but
read.
it may.
Okay.
No, I read books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought
I mean,
you
I
was gonna
may.
say.
I ain't gonna turn
Right
down what
there.
God got
I
for
mean,
me.
it sounds like you should already have one in the making if you ask me. I'm not a reader, but I damn sure read it. You know what I'm saying? So,
And I just read.
or at least I
a
listen
lot.
to. That's what I've been saying. I do some audio. Listen to you say it. I'm cool with that. So.
Yeah.
But thank you.
It may be happening.
No, let me know. Let me do the introduction.
I feel you. I feel you on
Do
that.
the introduction. You know what I'm saying? But no, thank you for coming. I didn't know who we had coming. So that was cool.
I
I dug
appreciate
it.
it.
I really
Me
appreciate
and
it.
E go way back.
That's
to
cool.
the summer camp days.
I see.
Second time around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second time
Summer
around.
camp
What part
days.
of you from Nashville?
Born and raised. My mama still live in the house I grew up in, right here in Parkland.
You heard him. That's it.
All right.
Episode 13, season 2.
We out.
Yeah.
Steph.